Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, according to Zero Hedge, President Trump said that TikTok has a buyer, and it is a group of very wealthy people, and that he's going to let us know about it within a couple of weeks. Yesterday, Kazakhstan banned all face coverings for clothing in public. The NEC director, Kevin Hassett, on the One Big Beautiful Bill, he said, quote, if we get 3% growth instead of 1.8% growth out of this bill, then that adds $4 trillion to revenue, which means that this thing is a big deficit reducer. It's another thing about business in general, which the government's just one big business, is when you have to look at sales, income, and you have to look at expenses. And if the sales go way up, expenses tend to go down proportionately. So I agree with his perspective on this. According to Watcher Guru, Treasury Secretary Bessent says they are working to select the Fed chair, Jerome Powell's replacement, in the coming weeks. An awful lot of talk about the Fed recently. Is it going away, or has it already? Yesterday, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth gathered some of the leaders of America's largest military contractors for a closed-door meeting at the Pentagon, urging them to ramp up the production of critically needed munitions amidst depleted weapon stocks and a growing threat from China. Now, is there something going on more than we know of in terms of possible conflicts? Well, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Yesterday, the Trump White House is now pushing to add an amendment to remove Bitcoin capital gains on tax payments. They're going to possibly remove capital gains from Bitcoin. A very positive move. Oh, and by the way, if you have scheduled an appointment with me for a Bitcoin class in the last few days and you have not received an email confirmation, please send me a message or an email. I'm having some issues with that technology and I don't want to lose anyone in the shuffle. So if you have booked one and you haven't heard from me, please reach out. Yesterday, the Justice Department announced the largest coordinated healthcare fraud takedown in the history of the Department of Justice. 324 defendants are being charged for their involvement in healthcare fraud schemes totaling over $14 billion. The Trump administration sued Los Angeles over sanctuary city immigration policies. Looks like the noose is getting tightened around California even more. Yesterday, Space Force announced that they've met their recruiting goal 3 months early. Yesterday, Secretary RFK Jr. demanded creation of a, quote, truth commission that will finally hold Dr. Fauci accountable. He said, quote, anybody who comes and volunteers to testify truthfully is then given immunity from prosecution. I, for one, am going to be glad to see that little troll prosecuted. General Flynn came out yesterday and made a tweet directed at President Trump, and he said, President Trump should dissolve the Federal Reserve immediately for national security reasons alone. The incompetence of those in charge must go now. There is an awful lot of signal about the Federal Reserve, about the monetary system. And as you know, I believe we are in the middle of that switch right now. So buckle up. It could get a little bumpy, but I'm confident we're heading in the right direction. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com and use the discount code SAM. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.